going to give you a brief walkthrough of some of the stuff you're probably missing, just a sort of little bit of a roadmap, because saw you struggling a bit earlier. Come on, options, right. Right, play, a new game, survival. I had to play through this game about probably 6 times before I actually picked up on everything, so don't expect it to be a complete walkthrough. There's still stuff that I missed. It took me, it's probably my 3rd game when I actually worked out where all the island stuff is, because it's a whole island area. There's a whole deep pressure area that, you know, basically how you've been playing it is taking up a lot of time, where you could really be saving it by just being a little bit more adventurous, going into deeper ocean areas. Don't go near the radiation belt because you will basically keep dying. But I'll walk it through, because you know, it's a lot more straightforward when you know how to get stuff. Right.
Attention. Hull failure imminent. All personnel.
Electronic.
Launch in 3, 2, 1.
Right, fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one.
My advice with fire extinguishers is put them away till you really need them. Because
good luck.
Oh. Switch timer. This is something you keep doing. I noticed you kept going in on the top. You don't have to, you can use the bottom. There we go. Right. Now, the first thing you want to get is, once you're in the water, let's just check my air. Is get near the weed, because you can't cut it straight away because you need the knife. Let's grab that fish. Come here, you little bugger.
New creature discovered. Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased dramatically, but plausible. Life on this planet grows.
What I need is the oil to make flippers, because flippers make it a lot easier getting to the surface. So you're not going to drown. But basically, I got there. It is. Right. Because this oil's really important for basically making flippers.
New blueprint acquired.
Also making any rubber. Oh, get the surface. Right. Let's head back towards the ship. When you finally head towards the actual big ship, make sure you take a fire extinguisher with you, because a lot of, even though the radiation, you know, if you've got a radiation suit, you'll be getting nearer to it, but you can't do a lot on board unless you've got the laser, the repair tool, and plenty of fire extinguishers. Let's get under and in. Right. Rubber. Oil, lubricant.
Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
Bit more rubber, bit more rubber.
Consider disguising the flavor of unsavory meats with salt or
Right, see, it's here, fins. If you got the flippers, you can move in the water a lot faster.
From available data to provide environment
fire extinguisher pipe.
using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting
An O2 tank, basically for breathing.
New blueprint acquired.
Bit more lubricant. Right. Oh. See, I've got the fins on and the O2 tank. I can swim a lot quicker once you got the fins on. Right, I need to get. Ooh, 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 ooh. Right, back to the. Grab the copper. Right, so I think I need two. Battery.
New blueprint acquired.
I need to find titanium, so I need to make a knife. Right. because the knife's useful for cutting into coral to get silicon, so you can make things like chips. Right, come here, fishy.
New creature discovered. Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
Once you got the fins as well, you can basically do sort of like a dolphin swim, where you don't actually have to completely be out on the surface. Just need to get your head out of there and get a breath of air and then back in again.
New creature discovered.
Come here. Yeah. Right. And down again. The map I put on the Discord, if you take a look at it, it does help with finding a lot of materials, because there's certain areas of the map where, you know, there's a lot of gold, or there's a lot of silver, or there's it. I haven't played this game probably in about a year, but you know, in the deep ocean there's a lot more materials, but there's a lot more big scary monsters there. The Leviathan is about the length of a intercity train. So yeah, you need something like a machine to get away from it. It's that big. Now, making the ingot is useful when you've built stuff to build the submarines. You don't really need it when you're just sort of starting in the game. What was it? Oh yeah, I need to get the battery out. Right. Battery. Some rubber. With a scanner, just scan everything, especially when you get on the spacecraft. Right, I'll show you what the knife's useful for, as well as dealing with some of the wildlife. It's mainly for cutting coral. Let's have a look. I can't really see much now. Sun's gone down, but once you get to the island as well, scan everything, because all of the buildings that are on the surface you can recreate under the ocean. You literally make your base. Like, there's giant, here you go, I'll show you the knife. The coral tube's how you make bleach, so you can treat water, because especially after the cores exploded, a lot of the water becomes bacterially infected. Ah, here we go. This stuff. This stuff's basically a silicon. So if you need to make chips, you basically chop it up with a knife, and then you collect the silicon.
Increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage.
So you can make silicon chips with copper. Let's get on board. I don't need that. Need that. Air bladder. Air bladder is useful when you start going into the really deep ocean. If you need to, Habitat Builder is the machine that you'll use to literally build structures under the ocean. Air bladder is useful if you're in the deep ocean and you're investigating something like one of the sunken bits of ship. And you're running out of oxygen, you have to get to the surface in a hurry. Basically, you just inflate it and you get to the surface quicker. Right, I need to get some silicon, sulfur. Right. Stay still, you bloody thing. If you hold your finger on the scanner when you're pursuing them, the scanner doesn't go down, which is sort of another tip. Come here, you. You know, the controls are slight. I actually find this game's controls are a lot easier if you've got something like a joypad. You know, like a PS2 or a... Whoa! Yikes! Now, where that came from, that's where you get sulfur. I was trying to tell you in chat, but I think you're getting confused. Oh God, I'm suffocating. No! Shit, I drowned. Ah, bollocks. Come on, game. Right. We're against radio's damaged. Right. Oh yes, I was going to scan that one. This machine, once you got it built, you need to keep filling it with batteries. So one of the secrets to this game is if you think you can carry it, carry it. You know, because sometimes you'll get to bits of the ocean where there's not a lot of metallic materials. So, you know, if you... Oh, there you go. I'll show you.
30 seconds.
Oh, shit.
New blueprint acquired.
Yeah, those two things are predators, by the way. Oh, shite. I keep forgetting. Oh, no. Oh, God, I drowned again. I got distracted doing stuff. Oh. Oh, something you might have missed I know I missed it about 12 times before I realised it. This will refill by itself. I don't know how, but you end up with more than one first aid kit. Get some more of that. Ah, you swine. Drop it! Drop it! Ah, sod. You can't really kill any of the big predator fish, not till you get proper weapons. But, you know, if they come at you, just keep swinging your knife, and the few cuts you get in usually deter them. It's a bit like a shark, you know. Sometimes sharks can get put off by just punching them on the nose. There you go. Use the salt deposit and the tube coral and you can make bleach, which you can use to treat your water.
Preparing the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death.
Right, so we can... My advice is make more lockers than you need, because you know you'll need them basically for storing stuff. You got to store a heck of a lot of titanium before you can build anything like a submarine. And just plop them in the ocean. You can write on the top of them what's in the box. So, right, put it there. I'll float above it. There you go. Oh. Yeah, you can write what you want in the locker. You can always pick them up. But you're probably gonna have to use a lot of them because you need to store a lot. Right, Ah, this was that tunnel I was trying to tell you about. Whoa! Right, this is where you get sulfur. And give it a little scan. Oh god, there's another one. Ooh. What do for oxygen? Oh, come here, come here. Got ya. Right, let's get to the surface. Oh, where's the ship gone? Oh. Oh, there it is. I'll need some silicon now. Right,
Life pod secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9.
you might think that you just need the tool now, but much later when you're dealing with, when you've got a great big submarine, some animals will hit it and damage it, and you literally have to swim outside the ship just after sort of escaping one of the leviathans, because inside and outside the ship gets punctured, so you have to, you know, do some pretty crazy repairs, possibly with a great big sea monster still floating around. Right, well, I was going to get some more titanium. Ah, copper. Nope. Ah, scanner. Right, this is one of the parts of the there you go. I was going to show you. There you go. You put it in your hand, you can swim to the surface a little bit faster.
Supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
Right, you know, you're not going to rock it to the surface, but it just makes things a little bit easier. This being tunnels, I might be able to... There you go. Ah. Right, sea glider.
Blueprint acquired.
Keep an eye on my oxygen. let's get back to the thing. Oh, I haven't got any. Ooh. See, the lubricant and what's it? Good. Oh. Glass. We've got silver ore yet. Let's just check that we haven't got any copper in here. Nope. Oh, actually. Yeah, I need to find silver and copper.
Caution. Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
There's nothing really that lethal in the shallows, so you can. I don't advise going in any of the caves at night because those exploding fish, you won't see them. But if you need to sort of just basic materials like acid mushrooms and silicon and things like that, you know, you're pretty safe doing that. the seaweed things there, they're not the only plants that glow as well. When you get onto the surface, you find what look like, well, they're like sort of giant mangoes, and they can actually be used as a light source. When you've got your big sub, when you go deep pressure, if you are damaged badly or you just run out of batteries, and you have to replace them, the ship will be completely dark. So if you've got the plants on board, they produce a little bit of light, so you at least can walk across the room and not sort of bump into everything. Yeah, it's sort of like a phosphorescence. So, there you go, it's refilled itself. Somehow it's done it, I don't know how.
Vital signs stabilizing.
There you go. In the game, you're pretty much okay if you haven't got a lot of food in your system, but it's lack of water is the real screw you up type thing. Flares. Yeah, I'll make some flares. Flares are useful if you've seen something, but you have run out of basically supplies. You can use flares as a sort of marker. Right. What can I transfer? I don't need that at the moment. Ah, the sun's finally come up. Let's go seeking copper. Oh shit, I'm an exploding fish. The flares can also be used if you accidentally move into an area where there's a leviathan. You'll hear it because it makes a huge sonic boom through the water, a bit like a sort of a whale. If you throw flares at it, sometimes they can be a distraction. You actually later, when you've got a submarine, you've got a submarine that fires torpedoes that act like huge flares to distract them, because you can kill them with weaponry, but it takes a lot. Yeah, you'll be there for a good half an hour, and if you get too close to it, it will trash your submarine. Let's have a look. Aha, a bit more. Yeah, you see how much the thins really increase my speed across the water. Nope. I've run out of inventory space. Unfortunately, because I'm using a PS4, I can't play the other Subnautica game that came out this year, Sub-Zero. But if you've got a PC, you can play the Sub-Zero, but it is advisable to play through this game first, because Sub-Zero has similarities, but it's not exactly the same. Also, Sub-Zero is basically, you have things like ice flows, and sometimes you can't get to the surface because there's a huge ice flow, and it's too wide to just keep swimming under. Right, copper wire. Silver. Yeah, to make the chip, you see, you need the silicon, gold and copper wire. That cave. Oh, there it is. Right. Now, if I put this here, it's useful because sometimes you can find areas where you can just harvest. And stuff will literally reform every couple of hours. So if you leave a box there, you can always come back and grab some. Come on. Oh, crikey. Oh! Oh, unfortunately, they also will come back as well. So you know, you have to be careful. Later in the game, you also find things like nuclear material. So, see, that's the annoying thing you'll get in a lot of the game is you want to harvest more of something, you've run out of room, But that's why carrying these around with you is so useful, because you can always fill it up with stuff. Ooh. Ugh. Someone peed in the swimming pool. Silver is in that area where there's all those funny, like, sort of little sharks. So be warned.
30 seconds.
You know, they are a pain in the arse. You can scare them away with a knife. Just keep an eye on them, because they have a tendency to be in, like, sometimes groups of 2 or 3. When you're trying to find silver, all of a sudden you find there's 3 of them and they will bite you. And you get bitten enough times it'll kill you. Right. So get some acid. Battery wise, it's always better to have more batteries than you need. You can make power cells, but until you've actually got a base, you really can't sort of recharge them. Let's make some glass. There's the torch. Ah, there it is. I barely use this. It's useful, but you know, unless you're going into a cave system, you're not really gonna need it. Right, lubricant. I made some lubricant.
The Sea Glide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Oh, no. Oh, annoyingly the sun's going down now. Right, I'm gonna go and hunt for some... Oh, the sun's come up. Oh. See how much faster you move with one of these. And it gives you a brief outline of the area you're going in. Need to keep an eye out for silver.
30 seconds.
Oh, Christ. Another dolphin impression.
You have exceeded your weekly
Right, torch. There we go. This is a silver deposit, or it should be. Oh no, it's lead. Come on, Bubbles. Is that silver? Oh no, that's copper. These things are stingers, and so just don't swim into them. They're like Portuguese man of war. And down again. Oh no. Whoa! Bloody dark again, I can't see what I'm doing.
Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drag core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
Receiving pre-recorded distress call, laying back.
This is Lifepod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
You'll find some of the pods all over the ocean floor. Some of them have sunk, some of them will have still stayed on the surface, but they are useful because you usually find some technology inside them that's just helpful. Need to get a bit of that on there. A bit of that in there. Something's happening on the controller. There's the batteries going or something. Let's just save it. I'll save it there. Basically, yeah, this is like a very brief walkthrough. You see where that thing is on the screen? That's where I've been communicating with the other people over the radio, and you know, it'll lead to sort of a crashed pod or something. Anyway, I'm finishing my stream now. Toodaloo.